Hello there, I am the student and this is another video on my channel, and today I wanted to talk about the AI and how the AI desires your land and how you make the AI not desire your land actually. And for that, as you can see, I'm in a game with Persia over here. This campaign was actually a lot of fun in my opinion, and yeah, I started off as Akuyunlu, which is the reason why my capital is still here, and I also have the ideas over here for the CCR and CAF combat and so on. So those ideas are, in my opinion, way better than the Persian ones. But yeah, you notice that the Ottomans are not conquering my lands, obviously. I was defending, you might think, but no, that is actually not what happened. What happened is I kept being allied to the Ottoman Empire. And you notice that obviously I own way more than you would think that the Ottomans would allow you to own. If especially over here in the Syria region over here, I own Damascus, I own Aleppo, I own all of that. I could have even owned that theoretically, but the Ottomans were faster. And I own even a lot of stuff in the Anatolia region that is even Turkish culture, as you can see. And yeah, still the Ottoman Empire are not hostile towards me. They hate me a little bit for owning provinces over there, but if you have a look on what they want theoretically, so as you can see, they want obviously all of that stuff, all of the Mashriq region, as it's his culture obviously, and he's an empire, and theoretically even all of Arabia over here. And especially he desires obviously this one province over here, as it is a permanent claim. And if you have a look on the mission tree of the Ottoman Empire, which I'm going to blend in on the screen right now, you'll notice that he needs the Karaman region and the Kanda region over here, where Kanda starts off, and the province of Ichil over here, to complete their mission of uniting Anatolia. And this mission of uniting Anatolia actually offers them the mission tree. It opens the mission tree for them to expand into the region of my home state over here, obviously, as Akuyunlu, and then after that into Syria and Egypt and so on. Obviously they were expanding over here as well, because the Mamluks were their rival and they desire that land as it's their culture group. But yeah, as you can see over here on the relations modifier, they desire only 2 provinces of me. And this is the reason, because this one province is the most important one over there, because he needs it for his mission to complete. And in the current patch, the dynamic is actually pretty much the way that the AI tries to complete the mission over everything else. And that is also the reason why the Ottoman Empire are going to become hostile against Persia in basically every case, because they desire all of that land over here, and later on all of that land for their mission tree. And therefore they will desire every province in the Basra trade node over here, as you can see, Mashriq region. They desire everything over here, the same amount that they are desiring those 2 provinces over here. He is an administrator, but the dynamic seems to be the case that it doesn't really matter that much, because if he is a militarist, then this, which he was like one ruler ago or something, then he desired the same 2 provinces, but only another 10 more relations modifier goes off of that, so it would be 127 instead of 117. So not really much of a difference, but what is much of a difference is that as I am controlling this province, which is such a vital province for him to complete the mission tree and gain claims on all over the provinces east of that, as I own it and as I am allied to the Ottoman Empire, yeah, he desires it, but he is not able to desire it more than the maximum, which is around 100 relations per province. And therefore you can see I'm actually keeping the Ottomans over 100 relations easily over here, even without the scornfully insulted enemy over there. It would be more than 150 even, and therefore he can't flip hostile towards me. And therefore he's just friendly. He's just a friendly ally, and he does not desire anything else than this one province. In theory, as you can see over there, he desires Adana, which is obviously because he wants to connect his lands of Egypt and his mainland. And to demonstrate how this works, I'm going to actually sell that one province to him right now, and we're going to see what happens after I did that. You see how much money I could actually take for that province, because he desires it so hard. And yeah, even though he doesn't have that much money, he would basically take the full price. If he had enough money, he would take the full price, the maximum, which is obviously a little bit, yeah, low, because the province is such a low dev province. But yeah, quite interesting to see. I'm going to do that right now, and I'm going to sell it. And now he has completed his mission, which means that he's going to complete the next mission right now, that he wants to complete the next mission right now. So let's just see what happens to the Ottoman Empire now. There we go. The Ottomans have permanent claims on the provinces right now, on all of those provinces which they need for their next mission. And what happens right now is they're going to start desiring those provinces. There we go. The flip, as you can see it over there, it takes a little bit of time to yeah, to obviously update, but there you can see it over there. He wants all of those provinces now, even though he didn't mark it because he's not allowed to, as I'm his ally. But even though he has a minus 200 relations modifier, which is, you think, the normal case, obviously, right? But you notice that before that I had just a minus 117 relations modifier, which is way less, so you can keep him over 100 relations easily. Right now I can't keep him over 100 relations easily, so if, for example, the scornfully insulted modifier wouldn't be there, or if the modifier of the religion over here wouldn't be there, then yeah, it obviously wouldn't be possible to keep them as an ally anymore. I forgot a little bit that I have 100 trust, which I obviously did because that he cannot rival me throughout the game. So I think that's the reason why he can't flip hostile to me right now, which is yeah, not allowed to him. But yeah, this would be the other way to do it. But to get him to 100 trust, you would have to obviously survive the first 50 years without him flipping hostile. And if he would have this minus 200 relations modifier, you cannot keep him loyal while playing a normal game. And to demonstrate that, I'm going to dissolve the alliance right now to get rid of that hard cap of 100 trust over here. And we'll see that he's going to flip hostile basically immediately after the month. There we go. As you can see, he's hostile as he desires those provinces so damn hard that he will do basically everything for that. And yeah, even though I have quite some troops, he might even go in and attack me in this stage even. And you can imagine how it was if I was Akuyunlu over here. If in the time lapse you see that I obviously conquered that province over here extremely early, so that he couldn't yeah, take it and complete his mission obviously. And as you can see over here, somewhat 15 years later, I think, he conquered Ichil from Ramazan over here, which was the same war against the Mamluks, where he took that. But at this stage, in 1478, he would be, with this province, he would be desiring all of my provinces that I own, basically. Obviously, I have stuff over here, this is my vassal, this is my vassal. I was going for the achievement. But obviously, if he had this achievement, the same thing would happen as I was showing right in the 100 years later, right? The same thing would happen. He would desire all of those provinces, and he would flip below 100 relations and then to hostile, because in this 30 years you are not able to get him to 100 trust and not even to 80 trust. It is simply not possible because your army is so much weaker than him. I was currying favors a lot, and I did it around 1490, I think. So it is just not possible, and therefore he would just break the alliance with you. And in this stage of the game, where you own all of this, you would have no chance in the first century, obviously in the first age, with his age ability. He would just he would just crush you down. And this is obviously the reason why I made this video, to show you how you can prevent the AI of flipping hostile and desiring all of your land over here. Okay, so I just reloaded a backup of the Persia game before I did the stupid thing of selling them this province over here. You just saw what happens, and what happens if the Akuyundu player just lets the Ottoman conquer the Anatolian regions that he needs for his mission, because then he's going to start desiring your land so extreme that it's not possible to convince him not to flip hostile towards you. And from that point onwards, obviously the Ottomans are your enemy, except in this case they are not, because I just have this one province, and this one province is actually the difference. It makes a difference in this case. And it's not only the example of Persia that works this way. The same works also with Provence and France over here, for example. So in this current patch, France starts hostile towards Provence, but with taking the privilege over here, and scornfully insulting his enemies, and start improving relations, you can actually get them over 100 relations, to get him to friendly again within the first month. So you can keep the alliance with France. But the problem is, if you then start taking your core back on Maine over here, he is going to start desiring your lands so hard that he is going to start flipping hostile again, because he then has the same modifier that I've got over here, except that it will be minus 200 instead of minus 117 over here. Which means that then, in this case, you wouldn't be able to just keep the alliance with them anymore. And obviously the problem with that is that this is his core, so even if you take it, he still wants it so much. So what you just have to do is you just have to sell this province to them, and then make sure that he is not able to complete his mission tree. So for example, over here in this case, he needs Normandy and Gascony for his first two missions. And if you just prevent him from taking the Gascony mission over here, so for example, you declare war on Great Britain and call France in. So France will probably occupy this, but it doesn't matter. You are the war leader. You just don't give it to them. And you do that, basically the whole game. Then he won't be having that province ever, and you will be able to keep him as an ally, because he is not able to complete the mission and get claims on your mainland over here and the province of Anjou, which he is getting if he completes that Gascony mission over here. And the same also goes for Russia over here. Russia has obviously a lot of claims that he gets. And in this case, the Ottomans were obviously pushing deep into the heartland and is even in the Russia region. And the same thing you could do if you are playing, for example, Theodoro over here, and you don't want to lose the Ottomans as a rival. You just need to get as soon as possible to a province in the Russia region. So, for example, also this province, which is owned by the Great Horde, it is not difficult to get, right? But if you just get one province in the Russia region, he can't complete his mission tree of consolidating Russia, and he will never get claims on the Ruthenia region over here, which he obviously otherwise would on all of those provinces. So that then means that you can expand into this region without your ally Russia even care a little bit for that. And yeah, this is basically how the game mechanic works. And yeah, you can see how strong this is actually if you have such an OP Ottoman Empire as an really loyal friend and loyal ally over here. He keeps expanding, as you can see, but he's just not expanding into your direction, even though he desires all of that land in theory. But he is not allowed to desire it more than he would normally desire it as his culture group and so on, because he is not able to complete his mission. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned about this mechanic, and I hope you can actually use this mechanic in your gameplays. And yeah, maybe you can even get the Ottomans, France, Russia or something as your ally if you are a small nation that they would normally want to eat this way. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next video.